thank goodness. That was stressful. That made me stressed out. Okay, so I think maybe it was my case or something then, because nothing was changed. I had my sound on and everything. I'm so glad you guys can hear me. Hi, Somali. Hi, Maddie. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming back and sticking with me. Hi, Wylie Swift. Hi, Sophia Pride. Hello. Sophia Pride said, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm very, very, very excited for today. What I was saying before, which you probably didn't hear, and hello everybody on YouTube Live as well. They've been sticking with me while I've been going on and off on Instagram Live. But what I was saying before is I'm going to be going live, as you may have seen on my Instagram story, or just my Instagram post. I'm going live with Emily Capshaw. She is so amazing, and she's going to be answering so many of your questions. She'll tell you all about herself, and if you guys have any questions during this time, you can ask them in the comment section, or you can go to my story and ask them, because I also have that question section. But yeah, I'm really excited for this because I've been watching her videos, and she is such a great motivational speaker, and she talks a lot about well-being and mental health, and I think that's so important, especially during this time where a lot of people are feeling very anxious because we are all stuck in our homes. So yeah, I'll let her talk about herself and what she does, so that you guys get a better understanding of that and can ask more questions. But I'm very excited, and everyone here over here on YouTube Live, you can ask questions as well. I'm here with you, I see you, and I'm so glad you guys are here too. And hello Benson, hello Red Panda, hello Maya. Victoria said, what's your favorite song? My favorite song right now is anything Rex Orange County. I love him. But yeah, I'll be answering all of you guys' questions today, and so will she. So,
come to the mic.
Oh. What, like right here? Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna go live with her. Let me just... Okay. Awesome. Hello!
Hi!
Oh, thank you for bearing with me. Sorry about all the technical difficulties.
You're so good. I love this music you have happening.
Thank you.
Over here.
I know. I wanted to be cool like you. You always have the best music in the back of your videos, so I wanted to be cool. But yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself, like what you do and why you do it, and just giving people an introduction to who you are.
Yes. So, I, at my core, am an artist. I'm a writer. I've always wanted to share art with the world that makes an impact and helps people. I love making videos and telling stories, and that's always been something I've really connected with since I was small. But I always wanted to do that in a way that made a difference and helped people shift their perspective and change their lives. So that's taken me on quite a journey through my life of trying a lot of different things and figuring out where I really fit. And about a year ago, I launched my online brand it started on YouTube, of just creating videos that were inspiring people and motivating people, and a lot of poetry films, because I write poetry, and just sharing a lot of the things that I've learned on my own mental health journey. I struggled with anxiety and depression when I was it started in high school for me. I had been on and off medications and just trying a lot of different things of figuring out how to deal with my own mental health. And that led me on a journey to learn more about mindfulness and meditation and yoga. So I've studied meditation all over the world. I've gone really deep into that. I read all the time, so I'm always reading about psychology and how I like to merge what we learn and know from science with what we know from the more kind of spiritual or meditative perspectives as well, because I think those are all pointing to the same thing. And a lot of times we try to make those separate, but when I look at research in neuroscience and psychology, and then I look at what I've learned in studying meditation, it all says the same thing to me.
Yeah.
So what I really want to do is create very simple, practical information and tools through the video content that I make that helps kind of merge all of that in a way where it's not so daunting and scary, and people can
Yeah.
lives, improve their mental health, and live a happy life.
Yeah, that is amazing. That makes me so happy just hearing you talk about that. I mean, for a young person growing up in this world, I think it can be very daunting when there's all of these books thrown at you, and if you want to learn how to deal with anxiety, here's this huge book that you can read, or all of these video classes, or you have to go to school for psychology. So I think it's great that you're introducing these videos where it's pretty straightforward, and it's also really inspirational for so many people. But it's like mind-boggling to me, because I've been seeing what you've been doing and all of the different parts of the industry that you've been a part of, and it's just crazy. Mostly people focus on one thing and they're great at it, but you're a poet, you've been a part of the music industry, you've also been an actress. Like, I think that's incredible that you've experienced so much and been so great at all of them, and I think that's something that people always want to do, is be able to have a variety of things that they're great at.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean, a lot of that has just been me trying to figure out where I fit in this world, which is a process and a journey. And I have a lot of different passions and interests, and have just said yes to life, and that led me on a lot of adventures. But now I'm seeing how it all kind of fits together, because my background in acting helps me with making my videos. Like, everything I've learned in filmmaking, everything I've learned in the music world, it's all helping me create the content that I put out now. I need all of those skills to do what I do. So I've found a way that it all meshes together, but it's been a journey.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. Okay, awesome. So since you all know who Emily is and how amazing she is, let's get into the questions that you guys have. Okay, I think the question will pop up on the screen, so you'll be able to see it too, Emily. Oh, this is a great question. Okay, so how do you be productive when you're feeling really lazy? I think that is a great question. How do you do that?
I love that. Okay, so first I would say it's important to know that sometimes it's okay to feel lazy, and sometimes it's okay to allow that, because we live in a culture that is so like success oriented and results oriented that sometimes we have this pressure to always be doing, always be productive, always be creating and making things and moving forward. And sometimes we just need to slow down. We just need to rest and allow ourselves to do that without feeling guilt or shame. That being said, if you're finding yourself doing that day in and day out all the time and you're not getting anything done, then you need to find balance the other way. So it's all about balance and making enough of both. I know for me, sometimes I'm like, I'm so lazy, but really I did a lot and I need to rest.
Yeah.
Knowing that difference is important. But if you are feeling like you really do need to improve your productivity a little bit, I feel like what gets forgotten a lot is your motivation, your why. Why do you want to do the things that you feel like you need to do to be productive? What's the point of doing it? And I know when you're young, sometimes it's hard to find that because you have to do schoolwork or homework or something you don't really want to do, but someone else is kind of forcing you to do. But it's important to take responsibility for, how can I look at this as something that's benefiting me? What is the outcome that is going to help me from this? And be able to approach it with a perspective of why you're doing it. Like, why would you not just give up on that thing? There's got to be a reason that you're choosing to do that.
Yeah.
So staying really connected to what you're doing. I think also breaking things up into small tasks. Sometimes we get overwhelmed when we're looking at the big picture, and we see this huge daunting thing in front of us, and then we get overwhelmed and we just shut down and we don't want to do it. So if you break things into like little micro tasks, like if I just this one little thing, the smallest thing that you can handle, and say, oh, I can do that. I can write, one part of this homework assignment, or I can just do this little bit. And then that gets your brain to not be in an overwhelmed state, so you can at least start it. And a lot of times you'll find you actually will get into a flow and do more than you even thought you would. But it helps to trick your mind almost to thinking, all right, I'm just going to do a little bit. I'm just going to do like this one push-up and then end up doing 5.
Yeah, I do that all the time. I love working out, but I'm also like the type of person who hates the thought of working out. So whenever I'm like running on a treadmill or something or outside, I always just tell myself like 10 more seconds. Like I can do anything for 10 seconds. And then if I keep telling myself that, then 10 minutes have gone by and I've done so much more than I thought I could because I've just taken it in these little small intervals. So I think that's so important and that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to answer one more question from all of you guys. What's a good one? There's so many good ones in here. Thank you guys for asking so many good questions. Okay. Okay. Which one should I choose? Ooh, I think this is a great one. How do you find your passion? I struggled with that question a lot when I was growing up because I kind of shifted around with the things that my sister did because I have an older sister. And of course, when you're the younger sibling, you want to be like a little copy of your older sister or brother because they are everything. And so my sister is a competitive swimmer. And growing up, she was so great at that. And I wanted to be great at that too, but I hated swimming. So eventually I quit that, and then I went into guitar, and I never really stuck with that, and then I went into piano, and I never could find my thing until I started dancing. And so that's a big question I think a lot of people have growing up is how do you find that thing? Or does it have to just be one thing? And seeing from you, you've done so many different things and you've done them so well. So how did you find your things or your passions?
Yeah, I think definitely being patient with yourself is important and knowing that it takes a long time and that, again, our culture wants us to think that we have to find the thing immediately and then be super successful at it like so fast. And that's not always how it works. And sometimes it takes a little bit of a journey to try different things, really explore. And so I feel like just letting go of any timeline that you have in your head of this is when I feel like I need to have this figured out by, and just knowing that you can try a lot of things. I feel like when you're young, and when I say young, I mean like through your whole 20s and even beyond, if you're still young, you should try everything. You should try a lot and know that life is like, it's not as much of a straight line and it's more like seasons. It's these circles. And so you can try something and go on a whole journey and do it for years and then be like, I'm done with this. I'm going to try something else. And that is totally fine and totally allowed and creates a really beautiful, rich life with a lot of different experiences. So knowing too that anything that you try and put yourself into, you're not stuck with that forever or anything. You could always like change your mind and try something else and do different things at once. Like I am a total example of that. And it's caused me a lot of stress because I felt like I have to choose one thing. And I haven't known how to, like the scariest question to me for the longest time was, what do you do? Because I was like, I don't, like so many things. And I don't know, it's like, and for me, that was because I feel like I'm the type of creative where I'm an idea person and I just get ideas. And sometimes they come as a TV script and sometimes they come as a song. Sometimes they come as like a poem. And it's just like so I've had to learn all these different mediums to be able to create all the things that come to me. And so that's really, made me learn to accept that I do a lot of different things. I don't fit into one box, and that's okay because we're humans and we're complex, and that's beautiful about us. So, be patient with yourself. Try a lot of things. Say yes.
That is amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time so much. I think this is so amazing. Just listening to you, I've learned a lot. And I think this is such a great way for everyone else to learn too. You're so inspirational. You're so positive, and I think we need more people like that using their platforms to educate others and inspire others. So I admire what you're doing so much. And where can people follow you after this?
Yeah, so you can follow my Instagram. Will be easy to find from here. On there is a little bit more like artistic and curated content, more poetry focused. And then if you go to my TikTok, that has a lot of the kind of short informational, like inspirational videos on there. There's a little bit different style to those two platforms. So that's mostly where I am. And then also YouTube, I have a YouTube channel where I post poetry films, and then also my podcast where I interview other experts, kind of like what we're doing here.
Yeah.
So I post all of those on YouTube as well. So YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all the normal things, they all kind of have different content. So get them all and you'll get
You'll get the whole shebang.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Emily. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Bye.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That was great. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did, because I just love having those type of conversations. I think those are so important, to be able to experiment with different thoughts. I mean, just thinking about that is so, just thinking about all those different things is a lot. But when you have somebody who is so educated like Emily, and she's able to introduce it in such a positive way, I think that's so important, just to think about those things to start with. Wylie Smith said she is awesome. I know, right? Oh my gosh, Macy's here. Hi, she said you're the coolest. You're the coolest, bro. Like I already told you, but every time you post a singing video, I literally flip out. Like, you're so talented. But yeah, that was so great. I just love that. Like, that's one of my favorite things, I think, in life is like, and I have conversations like that with my parents and my sister, is just talking about subjects that are kind of mind-boggling or just like deep. Like with my friends, like I love just like going to restaurants and having 4-hour conversations about life and like in how they deal with things and how I deal with things and how to get past it. And I think everyone's going through so much more than a lot of people originally think. And so having those conversations are so important. So please go follow her after this. I promise you will not regret it. But I love you guys so much. Oh yes, and then I'm going to be going live on Friday. I'm going to be teaching you guys a TikTok dance per your request. So if you guys have any requests, you can go to my Instagram post. I posted about going live. So if you which dance trend you want to learn, I'll be doing that on there, and I'll be guesting you guys so that we can learn the dance together and just be really interactive. So it's going to be practically an online dance class. Since I know a lot of you are inside right now and you can't really go outside to go to a dance class like me, I thought that'd be a fun thing for us to do together. Someone said, do Max and Ruby. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Oh, yes, and then, yes, so I have an app coming soon, which this has been something that we've been working on for a very long time. So I'm really excited to announce that. I can't say when exactly yet, but there's going to be a lot of exclusive content on there, a whole series, a masterclass series, and just many outlets that I'll be able to give to you guys that are exclusively within the app. So I'm really excited to announce that, and I hope you guys enjoy. I love you guys, and I'm just so thankful for all of you. I hope that these conversations help you guys and just are something that you're interested in, because I think they're so fun. Someone said, where's Bella? Bella's working out right now, which I am not doing. I did like 5 push-ups the other day, and my arms were shaking when I was doing my hair this morning. I did 5 push-ups. My arms are so weak. I'm actually not bad like cardiovascularly, but like muscle-wise, these babies are literal shrimps. But yeah, that's a whole nother subject. I love you guys very much. Thank you all on YouTube Live for sticking with me. I hope you were able to hear what Emily was saying, because it was so great. But yeah, I love you all so much. Love you guys here. Love you guys here. Thank you for coming. And yes, and I'll also be doing the Friday live where I'm teaching the dance. I'll be doing that on YouTube Live as well, so stay tuned for that. And I'll be doing that on TikTok. So, and on Instagram. So I'm gonna have all the streaming so you can catch it on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube Live. Yeah, I'll see you guys there. Very excited. I love you guys with my whole heart. And stay safe during these times. And I love you guys. Okay, bye.